Have you ever thought of declaring a piece of land as your own? Gather a bunch of friends and lay the foundation of your own country with your own rules, laws, and even a currency. Well, some people actually did that, and these are called micronations. Have you ever even heard of this term? In today's video, we shall dive into some of the most interesting micronations which you won't believe actually exist. Aha! Are you curious to know what they are? If so, this video is precisely for you. But before moving ahead, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button to watch all our informative yet entertaining content. So, what are micronations? These are a group of people who live in a geographical region and declare themselves as independent states, while those states are not internationally recognized. In this video, we've included 5 of these micronations especially for your interest, information, and entertainment. Stick around till the end to know which micronation is the most interesting one. Let's begin with the Principality of Seborga at number 5. It claims an area of 14 square kilometers to be a sovereign state which is situated in the northwest region of Italy. It is close to the border of France and is just 35 kilometers away from a microstate, Monaco. Here, we need to differentiate between a microstate and a micronation. In fact, recognition and legitimacy are the underlying differences. A microstate is a recognized country that has a small area and population. Contrarily, a micronation claims to be a country but exists only on paper or on the internet. By this definition, the Principality of Seborga is a micronation. In 1963, the head of Seborgan Association of Flower Farming, Giogio Carbone, came up with the idea of Seborga as a separate entity from Italy. After that, he was elected by the people of Seborga as the first leader of a newly declared independent state. The population of Seborga till January 2018 was 297, out of which 49% are men and 51% are women. The official language spoken in this area is Italian, and a majority of people are Roman Catholic by religion. Moreover, the proposed currency is Luigino, which is equivalent to $6. Another currency here is the euro. Unfortunately, the Seborga Luigino has no value out of this region. Even in the town, only coins of this official currency have been issued. The major part of the economy relies on tourism and floriculture. Next on the list is the Liberland. It is situated between Serbia and Croatia on the western bank of the Danube River with an area of 7 square kilometers. It is commonly said that this piece of land was not claimed by either Serbia or Croatia, which means that it was no man's land. In April 2015, it was claimed as an independent state under the name of Free Republic of Liberland by an activist and politician, Vicelica. The official website of Liberland claims to be the 3rd smallest state, just after the Vatican and Monaco. But the reality is that it's not recognized by international bodies. The motto of Liberland is to live and let live, which implies that there is less interference of governing body to ensure the freedom of citizens. The flag synchronizes with the ideology of Liberland. A horizontal black line represents less involvement of establishment, whereas the bird, tree, and sun on the coat of arms communicate the message of freedom, prosperity, and happiness, respectively. Moreover, the official language is English, and the proposed currency is cryptocurrency known as Liberland Merit. Number 3 on our list is another interesting micronation, Molosia, having an area of 0.0053 square kilometers, which covers only the government house and some of the surrounding area. How minute it is! Well, this tiny micronation is located in Nevada State and is surrounded by the land of the United States. Kevin Bow and James Spielman found this nation in May 1977. It was a kingdom for the first 2 decades and then transformed into a republic in 1999. Now, Kevin Bow is the president and leader of this self-claimed republic. As per official sources of Molosia, the total population is 34, consisting of 30 people and 4 dogs, whereas the currency is Valora, connected to the relative value of cookie dough. Furthermore, Molosia is much independent to have its time zone, naval force, bank, railway, and a space station. Surprisingly, this micronation took a step ahead of other self-declared nations and hosted the Inter-Micronational Olympic Games in 2000. The second on our list is the Principality of Sealand, one of the smallest micronations, having an area of 0.004 square kilometers. It is located in the North Sea, approximately 12 kilometers away from England. In fact, it is a small platform made of concrete and metal with 2 pillars in the sea. Originally called Ruff's Tower, Sealand was one of 4 naval sea forts that British civil engineer Guy Monsell designed for the British Royal Navy. The British Marine Forces erected this structure in World War II to protect against maritime invasion by the Germans, with 100 to 120 naval officers stationed on the tower. However, the British abandoned this metal platform in the early 1950s. On September 2, 1967, a retired British Army Major Roy Bates claimed this small piece as an independent state. Today, Sealand has its flag, stamps, and currency. It also has basic facilities such as phone and internet. The total population of this pocket-sized principality is just 27 people. The principality has been issuing passports until 9/11. A data haven company, Haven Co., started its operations from Sealand in 2000. If you're wondering, a data haven is the information equivalent to a tax haven. It helps you to evade a country's rules about bits and bytes. Later in 2003, Sealand nationalized the company. Pretty interesting, huh? Now, your wait is over. The last and somehow the weirdest micronation on our list is Asgardia, which is known as the Space Kingdom of Asgardia. As its name implies, this is not a place on planet Earth. In fact, it is a space kingdom with an area covered by a satellite in outer space. The story began when the founder of Asgardia Research Center came up with the concept of Asgardia in 2016. And in 2017, a small satellite named Asgardia 1, carrying more than 512 gigabytes of digital data of 18,000 Asgardians, was launched into space. After that, the so-called Space Kingdom claimed that they're the first nation whose entire territory is in space. Today, a satellite the size of a bread loaf considers itself as the first space nation, and almost 300,000 people are its registered citizens. Igor Ashberbali, a billionaire scientist and head of Asgardia, has provided all funds for this project, but the total amount is not publicized yet. The purpose of this self-claimed space kingdom is to protect Earth and explore the opportunities for humans in space. Moreover, they have highlighted their scientific goal as the first childbirth in space, for which they're making arrangements and collecting funds. How strange is that? Which micronation have you found the most interesting? Do you know about any micronation which is weirder than the ones in this video? Let us know in the comments section. If you found this video informative and entertaining, like it and share it with your friends. And yes, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of our content. Have a great day. Bye-bye.